Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I'm working on 6x8 pocket pages and these are photos from Prague. This was our first big meal that we had and it was right in our hotel. There was a restaurant on the bottom floor and a bar on one side. And you got a 10% discount too if you stayed there and ate at the hotel. We looked at the menu and we thought, wow, this seems kind of upscale for just happening to be in our hotel. What the heck, we'll try it. It was one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. So if anyone ever says that Prague doesn't have good food, I highly disagree. We ate very well when we were there, and this was the start of that, and it was fantastic. As you can see, look at these photos. That was my friend's meal. This was mine. Look at this. I just loved how they made their little potatoes in a circle shape there. But we had a great experience, and I have already picked out some things to go with this because I've got some pops of green in here. I wanted to make sure I use that. So I actually found this card. This is from a digital set that I bought. So I've already printed that out. I know I want to use it. And then I know I'm going to have a photo flip up here because I want to include the receipt that we have there. And I've already attached it and stapled it on there. I wanted to get some yellow in there to mimic the potatoes. So I did that. And then I think I'm going to use this card. I'm not completely sold on it. It's very brown, very dark. But it was the best thing I could find at the time when I was looking for stuff. But I reserve the right to change my mind if I find something better. If I could find something in green, I would really love that. So, then I have this that I made myself. I did it in the Project Life app. I just chose a green background and then typed in gourmet meal, some other phrases as well that worked on green, printed them out, and then I'm going to attach it to this photo somewhere. So this is what I have to start with today, and I'm going to start putting it all together and see what happens. So as I start here and I was looking at the arrangement of the photos, I decided that I don't want this up in this corner because it's too close to this green over here. So I think I'm going to put it over here, and then it will take up a little of this dead space and it evens out where the green is going to be located. The only thing is that, of course, this is way too long on the end, so I'm going to cut off part of that. I'll let this overlap, but I'll cut off part of it, and then I'll put a staple in there as well. So I have grabbed out some pocket cards. All of my travel related ones go together, and there are some food ones mixed in here, and I do them in order by color. So in this pouch I start with black and white, and then I just go the colors of the rainbow, but it goes through green, so I'm going to look at those. Then I also have a special bin that has just food related things in it, so I could go through there as well, but I'm going to start with this and see if there's something green that I can find that will replace this card. Yay, I found this one. I think it's probably meant to be used for something else, but there is an option here where you can check off restaurant. So I think I'm going to switch out and use this one instead, and then I get a little bit of all the colors in there, which I like a lot more than just brown, yellow, brown. So I think I'm going to replace it with that one, so that takes care of that aspect. And even though I'm in a journal here, I may do a little bit more here, or I may pull out all of my food embellishments and see if I can just find something that will fit in this space, and then I don't have to journal twice. I have pulled out a bunch of the food items that I have here, and I see some yellow and green things in here that I might be able to use. Nope, that one says homemade. Ooh, so stuffed. That might be a good one. But then it's green on green. I don't know if I like that. But I have options in here. I have just some basic wood veneer also that I could use that kind of work with the brown tones. I have these from Ali Edwards. This one actually fell out of there. It goes here. And that's kind of the perfect color scheme to go with this. So I might be able to just use the yum and get away with it because it's yellow. And then what I have over here, super picky. No, that does not apply. I need to use that on something for my older son. He's a very picky eater. Those are too dark. But then I have just some regular stuff like these that maybe there's something in there that's bright and fun that will work. As I was going through these again, I realized that another piece had gotten stuck in between there, and it's this one. They're both from that same set, and I like them both, so I'm not sure which one to put there. I think they both look good. I kind of like the star shape, But I like the saying better on this one, the so tasty versus the yum, because this was kind of an elegant restaurant. So I'm tempted to maybe just do that and save this for something else. Well, the so tasty one. So I have put that on there, and then I can mark off the restaurant choice and put these in pretty easily. So that's awesome. I don't have to do too much more with that. But looking at the rest of these, I'm tempted to do some stamping because they're very white backgrounds and there's lots of space that potentially I can work with. So I'm thinking maybe right here, but then I just realized that will be right up next to this. Could I maybe switch these out? But then these are on top of each other and I don't like that. I do like that placement better. I'll have to mess around with it and see if there are any other stickers or phrase labels or something that I can add on here that will still bring in something fun. I was looking at these again, and there's this little guy that says very good, and it's in that dark green. So I think I am going to use it, and I'm going to put it right down here, but kind of off center in the corner. So it's not right on top of this green, and I think that will kind of spread out that green a little bit better. So I've taken these out again, and I thought at first they would be too dark, but now I kind of like the idea of using these because I have black here. There'll be lots of black journaling, and then I'll have some here as well. The receipt has black on it, so I think maybe I can get away with it here. So I just have to figure out which one I want to use. I like several of these. Sorry, that's my cat. I like mealtime, favorite meal. They have it spelled both ways here, American and British, I just noticed. There was another one. Where was it? Oh, eating together. So I like all of those. So I just need to figure out what I like the best and then what's going to fit in this space up here because I think that's where I'm going to place it. I chose to go with mealtime. Liked the saying and it fit really well in the space that I had there. And then when I was looking at this, I decided I also want some washi down here at the bottom, I think. So I have to decide do I want brown or green or what. So I'm going to pull out some washi and see what I find. I think I'm going to go with this washi. It's brown, and I do have a lot of brown here, but not on there, so I think it'll be okay. And I like that it's got a subtle pattern. If my camera would focus and show it. It's kind of a nice sort of stately design. There we go. It wants to focus. It's trying. There we go. A nice little pattern in there, which I think works well with the vibe here. So I'm going to put that on there and see how I like it. Okay, I've added in the washi and I'm happy with it. I like what it adds to the design here. It's just enough, so that's awesome. I'm not going to do anything else with it. And I just have to say, as I was looking at the receipt, you know, sometimes I wonder, like, should I include that or not? I'm really glad I did because it shows what our meal cost us in Czech krona, which is 7.08. So to us in the United States, that's about $30, if I remember the conversion correctly. So that's pretty good for the kind of meal we got plus drinks. We were super pleased with that. So we got a lot for our money. So I'm glad I included that. So those are all going to go like that. And I'm wondering if maybe this is done when I put it together, if I don't need to add too much more. I'm going to start the flip, get that going, and then assess how I feel about it. So I have the flip ready to be attached. And as I was looking at this, I felt like maybe I could take this washi and put a little bit down here just to bring that in as another visual element. So I may try that when I'm done. But for now, I'm going to attach the flip. I want it to be like so that it'll flip down. I know some people like to have flips going up. I don't like things that overlap the page on top, which is effectively what I would have to do, or I'd have to put like a strip of washi. I've seen people do that would allow them to flip up. I just don't like that. It's a personal thing. So I want my edges to be clean up there. So I just attach like this. There we go. And then when I want to flip it, it goes like that. So I have that done. Now let's see how I feel about adding washi to this photo. I added on the washi and I like it. It does blend in a little bit, but you can see it. But it made me remember that I have these I'm going to add some enamel dots just around, I think. I have both green and brown, so I can work those in and spice it up just a little bit. Okay, I've added in my enamel dots. So I have there, put one there. On this side on the front, I have these two down here to balance it out so it's on both pages. But then I also decided at the last minute to pull out the receipt and add one here as well, just so that you get a little something extra when you do the flip. So I believe this layout is now done. Thanks for watching, everyone.